Hey guys, welcome back to the daily New Testament reading. Today we have Luke chapter 6. Now, on the second Sabbath after the first, he was going through the grain fields. His disciples plucked the heads of grain and ate, rubbing them in their hands. But some of the Pharisees said to them, "Why do you do that which is not lawful to do on the Sabbath day?" Jesus answered them, said, "Haven't you read what David did when he was hungry, he and those who were with him, how he entered into God's house and took and ate the show bread, and gave also to those who were with him, which is not lawful to eat, except for the priests alone? He said to them, the Son of Man is Lord of the Sabbath." It also happened on another Sabbath that he entered into the synagogue and taught. There was a man there, and his right hand was withered. The scribes and the Pharisees watched him to see whether he would heal on the Sabbath, that they might find an accusation against him. But he knew their thoughts, and he said to the man who had the withered hand, "Rise up and stand in the middle." He arose and stood. Then Jesus said to them, "I will ask you something. Is it lawful on the Sabbath to do good or to do harm, to save a life or to kill?" He looked around at them all and said to the man, "Stretch out your hand." He did, and his hand was restored, as sound as the other. But they were filled with rage and talked with one another about what they might do to Jesus. In these days he went out to the mountain to pray, and he continued all night in prayer to God. When it was day, he called his disciples, and from them he chose 12, whom he also named apostles: Simon, whom he named Peter, Andrew his brother, James, John, Philip, Bartholomew, Matthew, Thomas, James the son of Alphaeus, Simon who was called the Zealot, Judas the son of James, and Judas Iscariot, who also became a traitor. He came down with them and stood on a level place, with a crowd of his disciples, and a great number of the people from all Judea and Jerusalem, and the sea coast of Tyre and Sidon, who came to hear him and to be healed of their diseases, as well as those who were troubled by unclean spirits. And they were being healed. All the multitude sought to touch him, for power came out of him and healed them all. He lifted up his eyes to his disciples and said, "Blessed are you who are poor, for God's kingdom is yours. Blessed are you who hunger now, for you will be filled. Blessed are you who weep now, for you will laugh. Blessed are you which men hate you, and when they exclude and mock you, and throw out your name as evil, for the Son of Man's sake." Rejoice in that day, and leap for joy, for behold, your reward is great in heaven. For their fathers did the same thing to the prophets. But woe to you who are rich, for you have received your consolation. Woe to you who are full now, for you will be hungry. Woe to you who laugh now, for you will mourn and weep. Woe when men speak well of you, for their fathers did the same thing to the false prophets. But I tell you who hear, love your enemies. Do good to those who hate you. Bless those who curse you. and pray for those who mistreat you. To him who strikes you on the cheek, offer also the other. And from him who takes away your cloak, don't withhold your coat also. Give to everyone who asks you. And don't ask him who takes away your goods to give them back again. As you would like people to do to you, do exactly so to them. If you love those who love you, what credit is that to you? For even sinners love those who love them. If you do good to those who do good to you, what credit is that to you? For even sinners do the same. If you lend to those from whom you hope to receive, what credit is that to you? Even sinners lend to sinners to receive back as much. But love your enemies and do good and lend, expecting nothing back, and your reward will be great, and you will be children of the Most High, for he is kind towards the unthankful and the evil. Therefore be merciful, even as your Father is also merciful. Don't judge, and you won't be judged. Don't condemn, and you won't be condemned. Set free, and you will be set free. Give, and will be given to you good measure. Pressed down, shaken together, and running over will be given to you. For with the same measure you measure, it will be measured back to you. He spoke a parable to them. Can the blind guide the blind? Won't they both fall into a pit? A disciple is not above his teacher, but everyone, when he is fully trained, will be like his teacher. Why do you see the speck of chaff that is in your brother's eye, but don't consider the beam that is in your own eye? Or how can you tell your brother, Brother, let me remove the speck of chaff that is in your eye, when you yourself don't see the beam that is in your own eye? You hypocrite, first remove the beam from your own eye, and then you can see clearly to remove the speck of chaff that is in your brother's eye. For there is no good tree that produces rotten fruit, nor again a rotten tree that produces good fruit. For each tree is known by its own fruit. For people don't gather figs from thorns, nor do they gather grapes from a bramble bush. The good man out of good treasure of his heart brings out that which is good, and the evil man out of the evil treasure of his heart brings out that which is evil. For out of the abundance of the heart his mouth speaks. Why do you call me Lord, Lord, and don't do the things which I say? Everyone who comes to me and hears my words and does them, I will show you who he is like. He is like a man building a house, who dug and went deep and laid a foundation on the rock. When a flood arose, the streams broke against that house and could not shake it, because it was founded on the rock. But he who hears and doesn't do is like a man who built a house on the earth, without a foundation, against which the stream broke, and immediately it fell, and the ruin of that house was great. There we go, guys. That was Luke chapter 6. Sorry about the low lighting, guys. I'm out here in the evening today. A little bit unusual, but I was very tired all day. I've suddenly become energized in the evening, so that's why I'm out here a little bit later than usual. But back to I remember I spoke to you guys recently about how our society was crumbling because it wasn't built upon the rock, which is the foundation of Christ. And the very next day I opened the Bible randomly, and look what story comes up. Luke chapter 6. And it was about the man who built his foundation on the rock. And when the winds came and when the storms came, they couldn't shatter the house. They couldn't uproot its foundations. But the man who built his foundations on the earth, when the storms came, they destroyed the house. Now that's an example, guys, of how I explained to you before that the Bible, it speaks to you, it's watching you, it knows what you're doing, it knows what you're saying. It's a little bit like Santa Claus in that regard. It knows when you're sleeping, it knows when you're awake, it knows when you've been bad or good. So be good, for goodness sake. Yeah, it's very similar in that regard, guys. So here I am. I'm out on this mound here. Is it a burial mound? Could be. Take a look, guys. Walking on fields of daisies. And it's beautiful here, guys. If it wasn't for all the data centers, there's a massive data center there. There's a massive data center there. And there's one behind these trees. You can't see it, but I can hear it making machine noise. So we have a beautiful natural landscape here in Ireland, but seems like more and more data centers are popping up every day, and it's becoming a little bit dystopian, you know, guys. But hopefully we can change this. Hopefully we can turn this ship around. Guys, I've really been enjoying this. I apologize, the past 2 days I haven't done the New Testament reading. I had intended to, but the time just got away from me. I was pressured by a couple of other things. But as long as I can, I will do it. And if I skip a day, I'll just get straight back to it the next day. And yeah, like I said, guys, that was very strange that I just made a video yesterday about how our world is crumbling, and because it wasn't built on the rock, the foundation, Christ. And then the very next day I opened the book randomly. Luke chapter 6 comes up. It just goes to show you guys, you got to take my word for it. Believe it or not, you know. Believe it or not, it comes down to having faith. But to me, that's a strong sign of the power in this book. It's just an unbelievable book, just unbelievably powerful. Esoteric, metaphysical. Just blow your mind. So here we are, guys, we're at the top of the burial mound. You know, a lot of people say that these mounds were built by the old tribes that used to occupy these lands. And they would build these mounds to bury their dead. And so when we walk upon these mounds, we just try to show respect for the dead. But I'm not sure how respectful it is surrounding them by data centers. But there you go. You reap what you sow, guys. You reap what you sow. Alright, guys, I guess that's all I really got to say to you. I hope you're all having a good time out there, enjoying your lives. And yeah, just keep sticking to the word, guys. Getting to the word nowadays. Nowadays we need the word more than ever, you know. If you don't have the word, we're not going to survive, guys. The word is our lifeline today. In these crucial times, in these end times. And I heard something about a possible solar flash coming upon the earth and creating a huge cleansing. apparently this solar flash is going to be so powerful that it's going to destroy anything upon this planet that is not native to this planet. So all alien tech, all alien technology, all alien species, all invasive species are going to be destroyed by this coming solar flare, guys. So watch out for that. I think when that finally happens, we may finally have some peace, some little slice of heaven upon this earth. Check this sky out, guys. Right now it's about 10:45 at night, where it stays bright in this country in the summertime. It's one of the peculiarities of this country is how it stays bright in the summertime, very late, and it's beautiful. I'm gonna go back now, go back home, and the complex that I live at, everyone goes to sleep at the night, and that's when I wake up, and it's my little blissful time. So I'm gonna go back there now. Everyone will be asleep, and I'll just have my whole place to myself, and I'll just chill and relax and unwind. Love you all, guys. Enjoy your lives. God bless you. Amen.